Ukraine hasn't taken a single Russian city this summer, but its drones have pushed 50 million Russians into a fuel crisis. And tonight, they went back for more. Ukraine has spent this summer proving a point. It may not be able to take Russian ground, but it can burn the fuel that powers Russia's war. Overnight, it kept the pressure on. Its drones struck 2 more refineries. The Ilsky plant in Krasnodar, where 5 people were hurt, and the Rosneft refinery at Syzran, hit for the second night running. Out in the Black Sea, they destroyed a Russian drilling rig used as a military lookout. On their own, these are just more fires on a long list. Together, they are something bigger, a deliberate effort to choke Russia's refining, which, by analysts' estimates, has already lost around a quarter of its capacity. President Zelensky calls it long-range sanctions. And this is what those sanctions are starting to do. Because the damage has stopped being abstract. According to the Financial Times, Russia's fuel shortage now touches around 50 million people, more than a third of the entire country. In most regions, authorities have capped how much petrol a driver can buy. In Krasnodar, a third of the filling stations have simply closed. In occupied Crimea, ordinary sales have been all but halted, the fuel reserved for emergencies. There have been fistfights in the queues. In one town, a mother and her baby waited 18 hours for gasoline. And Moscow has been forced into a telling admission of weakness. It has extended its ban on exporting petrol and diesel, for a country that sells the world its energy, all the way into 2027, just to keep enough fuel at home. Even President Putin now concedes the queues are real. None of this means Ukraine is winning the wider war, and last night was a reminder of the cost. Russia sent 6 ballistic missiles and more than 150 drones at Ukraine. The drones were mostly shot down, but not one of the ballistic missiles was stopped. In the Kyiv region, 3 people were killed, among them a child. A drone even hit a passenger train on the Suma line, though the crew got everyone out in time. Ukraine's problem is the one it has carried all summer. It is running out of the Patriot interceptors that stop ballistic missiles. There was a small step forward. Zelensky says the United States has now agreed to supply those interceptors month by month. But he was blunt. For now, it is still not enough. Russia's losses, meanwhile, kept climbing, around 1,190 more soldiers in a day, its total now passed 1,456,000, and even a Russian boat added to the tally. On the ground, little moved, 223 clashes along the line, with Pokrovsk still the hottest sector. No town changed hands. Ukraine's bet is playing out far from that front, that if it cannot yet push Russia back, it can at least make this war too expensive and too dry for Moscow to sustain. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.